the big story of the day, the Buss family is entering into an agreement to sell the majority ownership of the Lakers to Mark Walter, who also has the same agreement with the Dodgers, for a franchise valuation of approximately $10 billion. Shams Charania of ESPN reporting this. It is the highest ever for a U.S. professional sports franchise. So the Buss family is out? Well, almost everybody is out. Jeanie Buss will still continue on running the team as the, quote, governor for a, quote, number of years to be determined. Yeah. So basically what's going on is this. The Buss family is cashing out. Jeanie Buss, okay, I've been the owner. I'm going to stay for a few more years and still run things day to day. Because Mark Walter is not that kind of guy. He's got his finger in a lot of pies, right? He's got big pies in front of him, all his fingers in. He's got a blueberry pie and a rhubarb pie and a huckleberry pie. He's got a Laker pie, got a Dodger pie.
Anytime you add a huckleberry, you've won.
He's got all kinds of pies, right? Pie, right? He's got it all in there. And so she's going to continue to run the team, but the Buss family is no longer going to be in control of the Lakers. They still have a minority share, kind of like Mark Cuban selling the Mavericks. We've seen now the Mavericks and the Celtics and now the Lakers being sold. So how big a deal is this, right? Like on the surface, I could tell you, look, yeah, it is a bummer because I kind of like the fact that, mom and pop teams, the family aspect of owning a team that's passed down from generation to generation is sort of going away, where, all big hedge fund guys and art dealers and whoever else, I own the Mona Lisa, I'm going to trade 2 paintings for it. Like, that's the era now of who are buying teams, and I understand that. So that's kind of a sad thing, but in this case, it's not incredibly sad because you know what? The Buss family ain't exactly run the Lakers great since they took over for Dr. Jerry Buss in 2013. So my big takeaway from this, well, yeah, it's sad to see the mom and pop, is that, and I'm being honest, Frostberg's going to love this, maybe things will get better for the Lakers now. Because, yes, they won the title in 2020, but that's mainly because LeBron James decided to show up as a Laker. This is not where, we did all these different things, maneuvered the roster. No, they got LeBron James to the Lakers. AD wanted to be there to play with LeBron. They were able to grab this has not been a run of, the Lakers showing we really know how to run a team. They had a 5-year stretch of not making the playoffs the minute the Buss family took over and Jeanie Buss was installed as governor. They have a couple of first-round exits. They win the title in 2020. I'm not saying that's right. They won the title in 2020. It's legit. You want to say bubble title. It's the hardest one to win when you play all season for home court advantage, and you don't get that in the playoffs, right? Because the biggest thing the Lakers lost was home court advantage. They still won the title. But outside of that, they had a bit of a run to the Western Conference Finals, but it's been first-round outs. You look at the last 12, 13 years of the Lakers since Dr. Buss passed away and his kids took over, and it's kind of, what you would expect Logan Roy in succession, right? Like, wow, this has really not been a banner last 12 or 13 years. So my big takeaway, okay, maybe now the Lakers can be good, and Mark Walter's going to come in. Clearly, Magic Johnson is excited, and there's maybe a different way of running the team, a different way of looking at things. Maybe money is going to flow a little bit easier decision-making. Maybe there's some people in the way of making some calls that are harder to make when it's talking about getting a player or giving money to a player. That's what I go, hey, lots of things are going to change, but my big thing is, okay, I've seen how the Lakers have been run for the past 12 or 13 years, and now maybe things can get better for them with this change in ownership. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, a couple things to it. First off, just when we go back to the fun and excitement world of Walt Disney World and that title, they did have 100 days off, which was good for old legs. Old tired bodies like LeBron and
it was a long time off,
right? I mean, that's enough time to recover from a shoulder surgery or something like that. But all that to say, they do have the title. Folks can dislike it all they want. It's kind of like home run leaders, from the quote PED era. Those guys are still listed as the leaders, aren't they? Just saying. Anyway, but when we talk about this, the lamentation of the mom and pop operation goes both ways, because that's been the lamentation of why the Lakers might not have been able to get out of their own way at times in terms of player acquisition, development, etc. When we look at it, you have the tinfoil hat crew is out already with the, well, that's why Luka ended up a Laker, because it then pushed the valuation even out. No, the valuation was already set because of the fact that you watched what Dallas went for. You watched what the Celtics went for. You look at the market, the size, the scope, the brand, the history, everything of the Lakers. It's worth that much. Doesn't come with anything in terms of stadia, parking, and all those other accoutrements that you normally say, hey, that has some great value to us as well, because that's AEG. They still control that. But for Walter and company, they take over, and we watched it with the Dodgers. You put people who know what they're doing in place, and you say, what does it cost to win? And you go win, because winning begets massive amounts of cash. And the Shohei Ohtani deal, the Mookie Betts deal, all those that they deferred on the Dodgers side, I don't think the NBA allows the same circumvention or kicking the can down the road, as it were. But certainly you get creative. And when you can say, well, we need to go into the luxury tax and the second aprons and all these things that we talk about when it comes to roster construction, the thing with the Lakers as they've been operating is they didn't have that cash sitting in no man's land, right? That wasn't a, hey, just go to the cash reserve. No, the money is actually in the banana stand, as in the Lakers. That's where the money is, right? And as much as they get from their cut of TV deals and their own network and everything else, it's still going back into the business, and you don't have this giant cash cow on the outside to draw from. Walter and company give you that, right? You're talking tens upon tens of billions of dollars. Hey, we want to go get that guy. What's it going to do? It's going to push us out here to cost more money. Okay. Yeah. As opposed to, well, financially, that's not prudent. We can't do that. Yeah, you can take out home equity loans in the form of selling off a percentage and shaking off a little like you're at Shawshank. But in this case, you say, wait, we can get how much to cash out, and I still get to be in charge for a couple years during this transition, and we probably get out of LeBron and clutch sports and begin anew. Oh, it's a win for everybody.
Yeah, and look, it's a great time to sell. Obviously, with the franchise being valued at $10 billion, you have Luka in place to be your next franchise player.
The new TV deal is in place.
It's a great time. It's the end of the LeBron era. It's the beginning of the Luka era. And all right, this is the perfect time. You have a superstar in place. They have no problem giving him money. Mark Walter's going to come in and say, "Yeah, look, whatever you want, we have it for you. It's going to be fine. Maybe we'll pay Shohei in Lakers shares, and that's going to take care of all those balloon payments we have in about 10 years. But honestly, like overall, since 2013, it's the Lakers brand has taken a huge hit, right? You think about it. It seems so long ago, but 5 years in a row of no playoffs, they couldn't get it right. And this is with Kobe for most of it, right? You couldn't get it right. You couldn't keep it going. You couldn't even get to the playoffs. And 2020, you get to the top of the mountain, but you're taking 13 years overall in retrospect and saying, okay, well, we had a really disappointing first round flame out this year with Luka and LeBron, and we had the time. So in the last 13 years, it's wow. You know, this has been they have really struggled. And when you are, and it like the Lakers and the Knicks struggles of the last 12, 13 years has really been tough on the NBA, because the NBA is great when these teams are terrific, right? You saw the excitement with the Knicks finally getting good this year. Yeah, they lost, but it doesn't matter.
You just need big markets in the mix.
They carried the mail for the long time. Well, now you have Miami is great, and Dallas when they're good is great, but it's not like having the Knicks and the Lakers.
No, but then you look at where we're at right now. Normally this stuff gets pushed off. It's like, so what do we have today? We have LeBron and his podcast and the trickle-down effect of that, and we have this Lakers move. We still have a finals game to play tomorrow.
Yeah, no, it's like,
hey, but you know what? Business carries on.
I feel incredibly optimistic just because I look back at the last decade plus and go, not great. Maybe this will be better. Maybe different things will shake out, different way of running things, different way of looking at things, not letting Clutch Sports run things like they did for 3-4 years. Maybe Mark Walters, a guy saying, no, I don't care if LeBron and AD want Westbrook. I'm not crazy. We're not doing that. Oh, okay. Again, different ways to run things. Maybe things are different. So this is a moment of optimism. I'm excited for the Lakers because I saw the way they run and how business and the way that the Buss family and Jeanie Buss runs things. And I go, you let LeBron and Rich Paul basically run things for a couple of years, and now you're finally taking control of the team. But okay, after another bad first round exit, another prime year of LeBron, the first time you had Luka and you were out right away. Like, that is a really difficult thing to get past when you have had star players and you still can't win. You went from Kobe to LeBron to Luka, and you got one title. Right? Okay, not that you need to win every year, but it's not like, lost in the Western Conference Finals, lost in NBA Finals, lost in Western Conference Finals. This is no playoffs, no playoffs, no playoffs, no playoffs. Lost in first round. Western Conference Finals, lost in first round. Like, that's not acceptable. Lakers, it's a different level of what you accept as this is the level we need to be at, and they have been just below it for a long time.
Bring in a guy who knows how to run an operation. Put people in charge who know what they're doing. I find it funny that the first guy to say, hey, great job, was Magic Johnson. It's you and Lonzo Ball that screwed it all up.